All right, so I'm asked to find the area of this thing here, and the only thing it kind of looks like to me is the area of a rectangle, and we know the area of a rectangle is length times width. I'm going to use a dot for multiplication. So I can do this one of two ways, and I'll show you both ways, and you can pick which one you like better. So the first thing I want to do is I want to recognize each one of these. I'll call this rectangle 1, this rectangle 2, and then this rectangle 3. So to find this area of rectangle 1 is going to be my length, which is 4 feet, times my width, which is 2 feet. So 4 times 2 is 8, and then, oops, I can stick that right there, 8 feet squared. Now for my second one, I have my length, which is 5 feet, and I have to figure out this width right here. Well, I can see that this width is this 2 feet, and then this piece right here would be this 2 feet. Okay, because remember the opposite would be the same. So in other words, the width would be 4. So it'd be 5 times 4 feet, which would be 20 feet squared. And now the last one, I want my width, which is 4 feet, and then times my 2 feet. And I get 4 times 2, which is 8 feet squared, which makes sense. These two are the same size. So I just simply add these, and I get, bless me, I get 28, and then plus 8, I get 36 feet squared. And that part's fine. I mean, most students might even like that way better, but I'm going to show you another way you could do this. So a second way, if you don't like that way, and we'll see that we get the same answer, why not consider this as a whole big rectangle? And then what we will do is we'll subtract out these two rectangles. Wouldn't that make sense if I take this whole big rectangle? So I have to figure out this length right here. Well, it would be this 4 feet plus this 5 feet, and then plus this 4 feet, okay? Because that would be all the way across here. So that would be, what, 13 feet. So I could find now this width right here, which would be this 2 feet and then that 2 feet, right? Because it's opposite. So this would be 4 feet. So I could simply find my area of this big rectangle, which would be 13 times 4, which would be 52 feet squared. But remember, we need to subtract out these two rectangles because they're not part of it. Well, notice both of these rectangles, which we kind of did over here, are going to be 4 by 2. So what we're subtracting out would be 4 by 2, which is 8 feet. This one would be 4 by 2, which would be 8 feet. So if I take 52 minus 8, or 52 minus 16, guess what you get? You get the same answer. I kind of think most students probably like this way better, but if you see it as a whole rectangle and subtract out the pieces you don't want is one way, or simply dividing it up by the pieces you do want.